Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. So I wanted to show you guys what I've been working on in the garage. As some of you may know, I recently purchased a 2009 KLR 650. Now, the reason I purchased this bike was to have a side project, but more importantly, it was under the idea that I would purchase this bike, restore it, and sell it for a profit. In doing this, I obviously am encountering a lot of learning curve and learning on the fly as to how to go about doing most of these projects. For example, you can see here playing with turn signals, removing old, cracked, and waterlogged turn signals, and eventually replacing them with fresh ones. In addition, I'm doing a lot of body work to this bike and mechanical work. So a lot of the body panels and plastics are really faded and really worn out. So it was really important that I get everything off as to leave the bike in a position where I could eventually restore the plastics. Getting the bike up on the rear wheel here. As I mentioned, the plastics are worn and the decals also were really scratched up. So it's time to get rid of the old ones. In addition, as I mentioned, mechanical portions of the bike needed a lot of work. Here you can see I'm going to go ahead and remove the chain. To do so, I needed to cop a chain tool, and I'm glad I did. One of the best parts about this build is that all the tools that I'm doing and I'm funding through this build are going to last with me beyond simply this build. For example, my Z1000 is coming up for a new chain. And now that I have this tool, it's gonna make my life a whole lot easier when that time comes. I also got a chain alignment tool and a bunch of other tools that I'll be able to use once again on future builds.
Yes, it looks like we were successful. Let's go. I am so hyped.
All in all, this build has definitely been testing and pushing me to my mechanical limits. I'm really happy to be doing this and learning along the way. Make sure you guys subscribe to stay updated on this build and the other builds that we'll have in the future. I also have a moto vlog and other automotive content updated regularly. Thanks so much for watching. I'm looking forward to connecting with you guys.